Yo guys, it's Muze here, and today I'm actually gonna do a new talent, yeah, like spec talent and glyph guide, cause yeah, my previous one was on the patch before actual mob, like the pre-patch, and yeah, I changed a few things, so yeah, I just thought to let you guys know, and it's actually some of the best stuff I took, so yeah, I thought let's share this with you guys. Anyways, I'll get started. So yeah, for my spec I was assassination, which I still have, but yeah, I don't actually use it in PvP, maybe in PvE for like raid finder, and yeah, that's actually it. But I use sub for PvP, of course, because it's way better. Like, as assassination you don't have any peels basically, and with like sub you can dance peel with garrots and cheap shots. It's yeah, a lot better, and also to find weakness is kinda cool. So yeah, I took that. Then yeah, for my talents, from the first year I took subterfuge in my assassination one, but I actually chose shadow focus because you need slice and dice up, and since shadow focus like reduce every cost of energy while you're in stealth, you can just open and then you have like almost a full combo bar, and then you have a full slice and dice up, and then yeah, it didn't cost you anything basically, because a 5-point recube or slice and dice, any combo point user actually 5 points gives you 20 energy or 25 even, so yeah, I think it's best to use shadow focus so you still have full energy to still keep on going when you have slice and dice up. So yeah, that's why I chose this. Then for the second tier I had to choose combat readiness, since rogues actually die pretty fast now. Like, rogues damage, it feels like rogue damage is pretty cool still. Like, yeah, it's pretty insane when you dance. But yeah, like, they die so fast, so you actually need to be able to wall something, like combat readiness. I call it wall, everyone does, by the way. But yeah, there's one more thing that could be useful now for rogues maybe, because yeah, they die fast, and maybe for peeling it's good as well against melee cleaves. It's nerf strike, since it reduces damage dealt by 50%, sorry, for 6 seconds, like after a kidney or a cheap shot. So yeah, it might be good for peeling off, but yeah, I took combat readiness because they will most likely go on you anyway when you're a rogue, because you're so squishy. And that's also why I took elusiveness in the third tier. Though yeah, like, if cheat death would be worth to take it, I would do it, but since the damage is so insane, they basically kill you through cheat death. So I took elusiveness, which is like a 30% damage reduction for 5 seconds when you use feint, and you can basically, like, when you have slice and dice up, you can basically spam it, because the energy regen is more than it actually costs. Like, it only costs like 20 energy, and by the time, yeah, like, by the time the 5 seconds ran out, yeah, you won't notice it anyway, and you can basically spam it even if you click it every 1 second, so that's pretty sick. Then for the fourth tier I took shadow step, since rogues, like, they need mobility, and since prep and shadow step are on the same thing, I think it's worth it more to take shadow step. Though yeah, if you would play mage duels, I might put a video up on mage duels, and I might, yeah, use burst of speed, because yeah, rogue basically can't get to a mage and they die in a deep. Like, if you trinket one deep, you die in the next, and if you sit a nova, like, you have to vanish to get out, or cloak, and yeah, it's better to cloak a deep than having to, yeah, trinket it, you know. Like, then you can kill a mage, but with burst of speed you can actually stay on him because it has no cooldown, but it just costs over your over half your energy bar, so that's why you don't take it in arenas, but for mage duels you could use it. And then for the 5th tier I took Prey of the Week, since yeah, you will do 10% more damage on targets that you kidneyed on or cheap shot, like even gouge, sap or blind, so yeah, it's pretty much insane. And especially for me, because I'm playing like double deeps in like in 2s, and in 3s I'm playing RMP, and this 10% can just make the difference between a kill or not. So yeah, it's pretty insane. And then for the last tier I took Anticipation, since yeah, like the 5 combos extra you can actually have is pretty insane, though you shouldn't forget they only proc like when you're using a finishing move that's actually offensive, like not slice and dice or not recoup, but with Rupture, Eviscerate, Kidney Shot, those things, like then if you have the Anticipation stacks, it's actually a buff. You will see it in your buff list up here, but yeah, like they will only pop up after you use a finishing move that's actually aggressive, like Rupture, Abyss or Kidney, and you won't get it in Slice and Dice and Recoup. But it's pretty insane. If you have like 5 stacks, you have Slice and Dice up and you have Dance, you can just do one big switch with a deep, and you can basically step Abyss in a deep, then yeah, double Abyss, Dance, cheap shot after, or like even Garrett if it's a healer, and basically will be dead if your mage has a Frost Bomb on him as well, and maybe even a Shatter in the Frost Bomb as well. But that's basically only when you have a perfect swap, but it's pretty insane because you can also like Kidney Abyss or like Rupture Abyss for more damage on your Abyss. Also, yeah, that's another thing, like when you have a bleed up, and that's something in your spell book. I don't know where it is at the moment though, but I think it's somewhere around here. Yeah, like you deal 20% more damage on targets affected by Rupture, Garrot or the Crimson Tempest bleed. Though Crimson Tempest is pretty unuseful to use because it's an AoE, but yeah, the Rupture and the Garrot, if you keep that up, you do 20% damage with everything, so that's pretty insane. And it also deals 50% more damage itself as well, so that's pretty cool. So now I'll go over to my glyphs. And yeah, so for my glyphs, I chose, for major glyphs, I chose for first one I chose Cheap Shot. It increases the duration of your Cheap Shot by 1 second, and if you would Cheap Shot Kidney Shot, it means like you have 1 more second to actually, let's say, stun lock someone. And for Rogue Mage and RMP, and actually every comp, like that 1 second can mean the difference. Since your Kidney Shot is DR now with Cheap Shot, that wasn't a thing in Wattle, but yeah, for now it is so. So yeah, the 1 second can mean a lot. The second one is the Garrot Glyph. Yeah, you know that from Cataclysm probably, because it was there as well. So yeah, everyone took it basically. And then for the third one I took my Blind Glyph, and that's pretty insane because it removes all dots on the target, also log dots if you would try RLS, every bleed, dot, everything, any damage over time effect. So now for rogues it's just waiting for the 5.1 patch, and yeah, the 1 minute blind, so that's pretty sick. Sorry. And yeah, minors, you can pretty much choose it, but yeah, Glyph of Poisons, if your poisons would fall off in a long game, you could put them on 50% faster, and blurred speed as well for sprinting on water. But yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff as well. Though there's actually nothing useful in my opinion. Though yeah, the poison one maybe. But for the rest it's more other things. Maybe distract even for people on the bridge in what is it? Blade's Edge Arena. Maybe even Dalaran for the boxes if they're still running anywhere. It might be useful, but yeah, still have to buy it. So now then, I will also make like show you some macros I have. Like it's nothing special really, but it's yeah, it's fine. Because on my bars on the bottom, you will see I have no hemo on it and no like rupture or backstab, eviscerate, nothing. You will just see my cooldowns. But yeah, that's for arena, because I know all my buttons and it's actually useless to see the rupture thing or the eviscerate thing or the backstab or hemo thing, because it only costs energy. And yeah, it's, you will learn how to play with it anyway. So yeah, I like putting my cooldowns there to have better cooldown management, so that's, yeah, better that way. Then yeah, let's see how it's done. Yeah, I have some macros for stealth. Like if you stealth, you have premeditation. That's a 20-second cooldown, I believe. Yeah, it is 20 seconds. It's a thing that adds 2 combos, but if you put it in like in a ambush macro and you're dancing and it pops up, yeah, then it's basically a free eviscerate, because yeah, you have the 5 combos faster. It builds up faster because it procs a lot. Like it's every 20 seconds you can use it, and if you're dancing, it will be able to be done. And also for just normal stealth in an opener, it gives you the 2 extra combos. So yeah, that's why you can full slice and dice and stuff in the start. Then yeah, my cloak is this one, and it's actually on middle mouse, but as you see on the bottom bar on the left, like here, it's my cloak, but it has the evasion timer and the show tooltip and everything to see the cooldown faster. I basically put my cooldowns like from big cooldowns, 3-minute cooldowns, to lower ones. Though I had to have kidney in it, like redirect close to kidney, so I can see when I have to swap, like when I'm able to swap. Also yeah, kick and step, cause yeah, you gotta know when you can step cheap shot, like, or anything actually, step kick, anything. But for the rest, it's basically all big cooldowns, which is easier to be seen, like when you can use stuff. But yeah, rest of my macros are actually just focus dismantle, focus kick macros, like tricks as well on my teammates for 2 entries. You can put more in one macro, because it's basically you're only playing it with one like DPS, unless you're playing triple deeps, of course. Yeah, then you can make 2 apart macros. Yeah, I have a spam sap macro for duels. A focus sap for when I'm, let's say, dance sapping or vanish sapping, anything. Yeah, step and shift, like focus step as well. And yeah, I have to focus Garrett macro. Though in my focus macros, I'm not actually putting pre-med. Like, you're basically, when you're focus Garretting, like you're playing MLS, let's say, or something like that, and you're on the mage, and you wanna peel both casters off, like you're not gonna swap to the lock because you're pre-medding, you know, like you want those pre-med points for a dance on a mage or something. So don't put pre-med in your focus, because it's actually a waste, because yeah, it's a waste. Then yeah, I also have pre-med in Garrett macros and cheap shot macros because it depends what you open with. Yeah, focus gouge and stuff. It's basically the normal things. And dance, I casted with shadow blades, but there's a chance I pop like only shadow blades on someone, like to maybe try get a cooldown. But yeah, that's not all the time. And also, of course, my PvP trinket. Yeah. By the way, guys, I have a greeny dagger still and the normal blue. I leveled on storm scale, so I still have to wait for my weapons. But the greeny doesn't want to get replaced, it seems, because Wraithfinder doesn't drop the epic one, and heroics don't drop the heroic dagger from Scarlet Halls or any other. So that's basically bad. And yeah, that my damage might lead to it, but yeah, it will be fixed soon. Anyways, let's continue. Like, there's an important macro, of course, like kidney macro, that's here. Like, it's cast sequence macro, because like there's other macros as well, and then you have to actually like tap, like it will target it, but you will actually have to press your normal kidney as well, because it doesn't go off. But if you would want me to make a like advanced macro guide, just put it in the comments below or something, and then I will do that for you guys. But yeah, as you can see, I just put show tooltip in everything basically, and that's it. But yeah, there's nothing that special for the rest. So. Yeah, also some scripts for putting like your party on top of your, like my party's coming above my player frame and my target frame here, and I also have one to put it above my focus frame, but that's for the enemy arena thing. Put it right here, so it's closer to each other, so you don't have to look all the way up, then down, and then to the target or something like that. It's closer to each other, so you can react a little faster. But I want to thank everyone for watching, and yeah, if you would like want to know anything else about Rogue, just leave it in the comments below. If you have any suggestions on what I should make videos on in the future, make sure to put that in the comments below as well, because I want you guys to enjoy my videos, so just put in the comments what you would want to see, and like the video if you liked it, and if it was helpful, give feedback, good or bad. I actually read all the comments, and I try to reply on all of them as well, as fast as I can. And if you would want to see more like guides, just arena PvP, like RMP, RMD, RLS even, like when Rogue gets a little better, and yeah, then just leave it in the comments, like if you liked it and if it was helpful, and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks for watching, guys. See ya.